Hello, my beautiful people. You're welcome to my channel today. My name is Amaka Onubogo, and you're onto the lifestyle and small talks with Ami. Yes, the story trended during the weekend, over the weekend, but I decided to, take time and pick some facts from that story before I can talk about it and share my own opinion about it. Now, guys, what I'll be talking about in this video is my own candid opinion and what I think should have been done. So don't take it too personal just in case it doesn't go the way you want. But I'm going to try my possible best to speak my mind. So this video about the traditional marriage of the popular comedian Wofai Fada started trending, and when I saw the video firstly, when I saw the traditional marriage, I didn't pay, honestly, I didn't pay attention to that video. I didn't even care to know whose traditional marriage it was. I just saw traditional marriage and people were just talking Wofai Fada. And being that I know, I actually know this lady, but I don't know her by name. I don't know her by Wofai Fada. I don't even know. I just know that I've been seeing the lady. And for those of you who don't know this lady, let me tell you a little bit about her. She's a popular Nigerian comedian. She was into skits, and from skits she got into this series, the popular series The Flatmates, that being shown on TV. And also she's a chef. She does some things by the side for herself. She's a hustler. In fact, she hustles to make her own money. So she's someone that is a very cool person. I've not really seen her much on the social media, even though she's a celebrity, but I've hardly seen her on social media aside from her some of her skits that I've seen in the past. And for me, see her on the series The Flatmates, I don't think I've seen her anywhere else. You understand? So this lady is a quiet and put together lady. So I guess that's the reason why I don't know her name. I don't know her by name. I just know her face. I know that I've seen this lady, and I kind of enjoy her acting. So when I saw that traditional marriage post that was made on the social media, I just saw it. It was going viral, but I didn't pay attention to it. What brought my attention to that marriage was the letter, honestly. The letter and the outburst of the family of the groom, one Taiwo Cole, like that. The Cole's family. That was what brought my attention to this. I said to talk about it because I got some things, some lessons. I learned some lessons, and I got some things from this whole thing that happened, this whole drama that ensued during the weekend. I got some things from it, and I want to share it here. And I want us to also rub our minds, so you can give me your own opinion while I bring mine out. So it's going to be something like I talk my own, you talk your own. So all of us will go talk. Guys, yes. I didn't pay attention to that video because I just felt it's just a random traditional marriage of somebody that I didn't know. Just because I didn't know the lady's name, I didn't know her by her name. I didn't pay attention to viewing those videos or checking out who it was. But what brought my attention was when the letter came out. The letter from the guy's family, that's the Taiwo Cole's family, came out. And when I saw the letter, I now decided to pay attention. And what I discovered, I started hearing and discovered with time, was that the family of the guy are not in support of the marriage. Okay? They are not in support of their marriage. Like, firstly, I want to talk about our society and the views about marriage in our society. Firstly, this is Nigeria, and in Nigeria we have norms, we have values, we have tradition, and we have culture. Okay, like people that are saying these people are consenting adults, they have the right to get married to each other with or without the parents' consent. You are forgetting something. Oh, this is Nigeria. We are in Nigeria. And in Nigeria, remember, you don't just marry your spouse. Oh, you they marry the entire family. Like, how can you even think it's possible to marry in Nigeria without knowing your family, without knowing the family of the person you're getting married to, or without being accepted to the family? That is why so far in our country, you discover that many intending marriages have failed even before they went into it because of the parental consent. Now, let's talk about culture. Why is it that when a woman gets married to a family, she addresses every male, both male and female, of that family as her husband? Okay, if family consent or brother parental consent is not important in a marriage, why does this happen in our culture so far? Many times you discover many people calling their brothers' wives or their cousins' wives my wife, and their cousin's wife or their brother's wives or something, their relative wives, we refer to them as my husband. Why do you think so? That is because in this country we don't just marry our spouses or our partners, we marry their families also. And in Africa, a marriage, especially marriage, is defined as a union of two families, like the female family and the male family will come together. Sometimes when they are agreeing about this marriage sef, the two people are not even around or present to see what they are doing. Sometimes when they are deciding how the marriage will be, or when they are looking at the marriage rights, they're paying bride price. The bride is hardly there when they are paying bride price. Sometimes even if the groom is not there, it doesn't matter. So they're getting married, especially traditional marriage. If it were they went ahead and did court marriage or court wedding or white wedding, I would not even pay so much attention. But this one, they went further to straight ahead to traditional marriage. Like, the question I want to ask is that, are there no elders in that girl's place? Like, are there no elders in Wofai's place where she's coming from? People that will ask questions. Are there no elders there? Like, how can a guy set out? Who stood in for the father? Because from what I noticed, they said it's the father that is against the marriage. The father is claiming that he's not in support of the marriage. And in the letter they wrote on behalf of the whole Cole family, they said the public and everyone should disregard anybody parading themselves as a new member of the Cole family. So this is more like a power tussle. To me, I see it as a power tussle. Like, how can a young man come to marry your daughter and his father is not present and you are not asking questions? As an elderly man, even if the lady's father is not alive anymore, doesn't she have uncles, like kindred, like kinsmen, who will help her to ask the questions? No matter how you feel the lady has money, probably the lady has money, we should not throw away our culture. Like, I look at this, my whole marriage thing, I don't care whatever reason the father is giving. He has his own reasons as a parent, and he has his right to express his reasons. I don't care the reasons the Taiwo's father has for not accepting Wofai. Yes. But what I care is, how can you go ahead with a marriage when the father is not in support and he was not in attendance? Like, what is the color of that marriage? How would that marriage look? I beg, I want to ask. Like, I feel some people are out there saying Wofai was bullied, Wofai was threatened or intimidated. I think to an extent she deserves what she got. Yes, I'm going to say it again. This is my own opinion. She deserves what she got. You're getting married. You were introduced to the family. To the, like, let me just say the father. Let me not say the whole entire family, because it's the father. I heard his father, and the father will carry him for head. Yes. They introduced you to the father of your groom to be, and he expresses displeasure that he doesn't like you. Yes, because you must have known at some point that this man doesn't like me. Why did you push ahead with that marriage? My opinion is that you would have waited a little longer to see if their son can do a lot of work to convince his parents or his father to like you. And then when you are on the same page with your spouse's parents, then you can push ahead with the marriage. Now, you don't see what you don't cause for yourself. This marriage thing is making you look like you are desperate about getting married. Yes, because nobody goes into, like, opens their eyes wide open to enter fire. Now, look at what they have done now. And people expect all of us here to show our sympathy. Show what sympathy? My dear, I have no sympathy for you, Wofai. I'm talking to you. I don't have any issue with you. This is not like me having a grudge with you or trying to be bitter or to throw shades at you. But me, this is me telling you the plain truth, my own opinion, how I feel about your marriage. I admire the courage of trying to push for who you love, trying to push against all odds, and go ahead and get married to who you love. I admire that courage. Like, it has to do with a lot of courage for you to actually go ahead with a marriage that you know that the family where you they no accept you. Like, it's a whole lot of courage, and it's not all people that will have that kind of courage. Someone like me, I don't have that kind of courage of entering a marriage where I know say they don't like me. Like, how do you even expect to survive in that marriage, in that family? And they don't say they don't like you, they don't like you. It can't be the principal member of that family. Like, the principal members of a family are the parents, that's the parents of the person you're getting married to. They're the principal family members, people that you need their opinion and their consent and their blessing before you can settle with their pikin. Maybe one of the sisters feel no like you, feel they okay. One of the brothers or the cousins feel no like you, if it's still they okay. But you see your parents-in-law, if they no like you, one day you are gone. You are just going to be hanging on that thread of that marriage. How your people see this matter? Like, Wofai, I'm asking you now. Your kinsmen, even if your father is no longer around, I don't know about that. I'm sorry if he's around, but even if your father no day, he knows sabi tradition. So nobody in your kindred sabi tradition again. None of your kinsmen can say the truth and ask you, where is your father-in-law? Now him they marry wife for now. It's your father-in-law that is marrying you, for Christ's sake. He's the one that will stand with his son to show that his son actually belongs to a family and is actually coming from a place. Like, I wonder how that traditional marriage went to. I don't understand. Because in my place, the girl's father cannot be absent and that marriage will make sense. I know of a lady that her family members, that I think the husband did not fully settle her people traditionally. So the family members of the lady got angry and they didn't attend her traditional marriage, her wedding entirely, both traditional and white. They didn't attend. That marriage, reach 2 years, it don't scatter. It don't scatter. Like, in this part of the world, this our country, Nigeria, this Nigeria where we dey so, this country has a way of making things look true and manifest. The moment you don't get the blessings from your parents, from the parents of whoever you're getting married to, like you don't have parental blessing, if they shake that marriage, now they look all these white people, are looking at the white people saying, white people used to do it. It's not everything white people do that we do. They have their own culture, they have their own tradition. We have our own. And we cannot leave our tradition and be practicing other people's tradition. Okay? So I feel, in my own opinion and my own understanding, and the much I know about marriages so far, I've seen all these marriages that don't have parental consent, I think Wofai should have waited a little longer. There is nothing that cannot be solved. I feel she would have waited until she's on the same page with her parents, like her father-in-law. Because I heard saying that the man will carry her for head like gala. Okay? This is my own judgment on Wofai's marriage. I don't have any issue with the marriage. The marriage is very beautiful. It's not a bad thing to marry someone that loves you. In fact, I even admire and applaud your courage for pushing a marriage that you don't have parental consent, to push it ahead and like go on with the marriage. I admire your courage. But I feel like everything, there is always a way to everything. And at the end of the day, the issues can still be resolved. Now, my judgment on the father-in-law side, the two reasons I heard, because I don't know if they are the only two reasons, but there are two reasons I heard that he gave. That was the reason why he is rejecting and not in support of the marriage, is that the lady is older than the son, and also the relationship is just 7 months or 8 months. Yeah, that's what I heard from a voice note. I heard it online. The voice note, I think, is a leaked voice note. between the Cole's father and his sister or something. So he was talking about how the lady is old. What is your definition of old? That the lady is older than the son. And this son they are talking about, the guy is 30. I'm sorry, the guy doesn't even look like a 30 years old man. No. That guy looks old, way, way, way older than 30. But let's just manage and accept that he's 30. Is a 30-year-old man a small boy? A 30-year-old man is not a small boy. He knows what he wants. He has seen the lady. He knows her age. He knows she's older than him. But he loves her and he went ahead with her. That is not a reason, a strong reason, a parent should reject an intending daughter-in-law. Like, there should be stronger reasons, either character-wise or behavioral-wise. Maybe the lady is not well behaved, or her family, they have this history of one bad thing or the other. That is a strong reason. But telling me she's older than my son, that's why I don't want her to marry my son, is a wrong reason to me. Age is but a number. Age is just a number. Like, you cannot discredit people in their 30s. As it is, they are both in their 30s. And if looking at the both of them, the guy looks way, way, way older than Wofai. Yes, the guy looks older than Wofai. The guy doesn't even look like 30 years old man. So that is not a reason enough. And secondly, that a relationship is 8 months, 7 months. Yes, a relationship can be 3 months and last longer than relationship that stayed 12 years before they got married. Yes. A relationship can be very short, but they are intentional and they know what they want and they respect and love each other and they understand each other. They can marry and last a very long time and last a lifetime. But some people can actually cut for 10 years and not last for up to 2 months in the marriage. So I don't think that those two reasons are valid enough. So Daddy Cole, I mean Mr. Cole, Father Cole, you have to come out with a better reason why you don't accept Wofai as your daughter-in-law. Okay, there are so many reasons why you can reject someone, but you see these 2 reasons where you give, I'm against it. They are not reason enough. They are not reason enough. And then you have to come out all public again to go trash the lady, like to invalidate her marriage publicly simply because she's a celebrity. Oh God, forget say I support you before say the girl deserve what she got. Yes, she deserve what she got, but that is not the right approach. It was not the right approach for this issue. This issue is not a public issue. Remember, your family member is there involved. Like your son is there. You are shaming the lady, you are shaming your son. You are shaming both of them. It's not only your son you are shaming. You are also shaming the lady. So what is all this disregard anybody parading? Parading what? Oga, your son is involved because for him to there is nothing Igbo people used to call feya kanishi, like fling your head over somebody's head. I don't know the translation. People used to talk about overlooking someone's opinion and someone's position to go ahead and do what the person is not in support of. That is what your son did to you. Your son robbed you shame for face. Let me tell you, in case you don't know. And then you now want to modify that shame where your son robbed for your face. You can't write letter, come post for internet. Oga, is it the right thing to do? It is not the right thing to do. You would have remembered that your son is involved. So now you're making yourself look like a fool, like an invalid father. Because if your son valued your opinion as his father, he wouldn't go ahead with the marriage. This is something you will forgo under, inside on a closet. Go and wash your dirty linens in your toilets. But you now decide to carry and come put for our faces. Like, what validation are you seeking from the public that made you to write that letter? What validation? Wait till you can't gain. I later heard that you took down the letter, you brought down the letter, but you don't late already. Things don't spoil. You have already spoiled everything. So doing damage control will not bring you out of it because we already have the letter in our phones. You want to come bring them down from our phone? You cannot. Because we already have it out. You already have it out there. You shouldn't have even put it out there in the first place. This is something you would have called elders from the lady's family and elders from your family, and you call some prominent people in your family, and you guys will sit and talk about it and come to an agreement and come to a settlement. Not be something wey go carry come put because your son married someone you're not in support of. You came out to write a letter and invalidate the marriage, forgetting that your son is involved in that marriage. Not be the girl marry herself. Oh. And from the videos, the guy dey happy. That your son was looking so happy in all the videos I saw him. He was so happy. The one wey sweet me pass is that one that she was rubbing powder on his chest. She was just rubbing powder on his chest and he was happy. Your son is trying to tell you that you are the enemy of his progress, in case you don't know. So I'm sorry, you people might be rich and all that. Rich people can feel like they can do anything and get away with it. Even if there are consequences, we can handle it, no problem. But this one, oga, you have F up. Now total mess up with this. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my ranting out in this video. This is how I feel about the whole marriage thing. Like, I don't think anybody should marry into any family that they are not accepted into. Yes, because you are going to marry to face challenges that are coming from outside the marriage, not to marry to go and be fighting endless wars and battles in your family. How can your father-in-law be your enemy? How can your mother-in-law be your enemy? Check it now. It's not cool that way, Wofai. I'm talking to you, Wofai, because I really don't understand the reason why you went ahead with this marriage, knowing that you are not accepted in that family. Even though I heard your sister-in-law, that's your husband's twin sister, is in support of you guys and she's praying for your marriage to work. But she's not the principal member of that family. The principal member of that family is the father and the mother. So either of the parents don't like you, the marriage done dey shake already. So I think, Wofai, you should go back and rectify that issue. Wofai should actually go back and rectify that issue of the father not liking her. And there should be an agreement. Because I don't know who want join on her traditionally without asking for the guy's father. Like, who does that? How can my own kinsmen self, they go ask you that question? Where is your father? Where is your father is your backup. When it comes to your marriage, your father is your backup. So don't tell me whether he supports or not you get married. If you want to do that kind of marriage, you would have boycotted or bypassed the traditional marriage and do the court marriage now. Wey be in your child way. But this one you went to do traditional marriage without the father. I don't know how people used to think their own. No. But me, once I get an iota of feeling, say the parents, that either of the parents no like me, I'll go just take my step back. No matter how I like the guy, we'll have to talk and I will have to be sure. Okay? Have to be sure that the parents are in support of me coming into their family. Because that them and they marry. The sister feel no like me. That one no too much gbege there because it can be handled. But you see parents are the principal members of every family. So without their consent and blessing, marriage no go work. This is all I have to say about this matter. Thank you guys for watching this video and see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.